Hey everyone, so before we begin with our video, we would like to make a small request. Kindly subscribe to our channel and like the video if it helps you, and also share it with your friends who may benefit from the
Hey
same.
guys, how's it going? In this tutorial, I'll show you how to interact with vectors and matrices, as well as perform specific math tasks with vectors and matrices. Think of this tutorial as a really good start towards the goal of making MATLAB perform linear algebra tasks for you at a level of speed and accuracy you couldn't achieve otherwise. So, what is linear algebra? So, linear algebra deals with vector spaces and linear mappings between those spaces. You use linear algebra when working with lines, planes, and subspaces, and as well as their intersections. So when working with linear algebra, vectors are viewed as coordinates of points in space, and the algebra defines operations to perform on those points. Now think about how you use data when working with math. So the data appears as a list of numbers or text, and MATLAB uses a similar viewpoint. It also works with list of numbers and text that you can create through various methods. And in this tutorial, I'll show you how to enter data as lists by using assorted techniques. So now whenever you want to enter a list of numbers or text, you write it inside square brackets. So the left square bracket, it starts a list of numbers, and right square bracket ends a list. And each entry in a list is separated by a comma. So let's dive straight into MATLAB to see how it's done. So consider the example, say for instance, a vector B. So this gives a row of values 3 and 2, and its dimension is 1 cross 2. So, and suppose you just want to store the value and not display it. So you add a semicolon in the end, and we see that it doesn't show up. And you can also change the values by double clicking on value in the workspace, and you can modify the values there. So So we can change values there. And so let's take another example, another vector A. So this is a column vector and the previous one was a row vector. So we see that the dimensions is 1 cross 2. And again, you can double click on the value in the workspace to modify the values. So in a previous tutorial, we have shown you how to import data using an Excel file. So here we are actually typing it out because in linear algebra, it requires you to type it out yourself, the equations as well as to solve problems. So it will be of real value to you. So make sure you watch this till the end. So now let's see how we make a matrix. So as you can see, the dimensions of the matrix is 2 cross 2, and you can also edit it on the Excel sheet. So now what if you want to create a range of values? So we see that uh, by using the colon, we can create a range of values from 1 to 10. But we see that like the default value, the step is only 1, so we can't change it. So let's use another function called line space. So line space is a function. What this does is, so between uh, 5 and 10, so there are 11 values. So by specifying line space 1 comma 10 comma 11, sorry, not 5, 1. So 1 to 10, we have 11 values. So we see that the step is automatically set to zero point 0.9. So in short, line space is more flexible than using colon, but uh, as you can see, colon is much more easier to type. So let's what say for instance, what if you want a step between the same 1 to 10, you want a different step than 1. So what we do is, so we see that from 1 to 10, it's separated by zero point 0.5. So this gives you more control over step and you can get a range of values between that. So in this way, it's better than line space, as in the typing is lesser as well as it's easier to remember. So let's see. So let's see what the dimensions of G, which we have created. So we can see that a, a list of values appears, and yeah, what if you want to transpose this? So what we do is, so the same steps, but we add this symbol in the end. So we see that it gets transposed. The symbol is an apostrophe. So by adding an apostrophe in the end, we can transpose any vector or matrix. So let's say we want to transpose a matrix. So we can see that uh, the row and column, it gets interchanged. So that's what happens when we transpose a matrix. So we can compare by seeing when it was not transposed. So you can see that the row gets exchanged with the column when it's transposed. So this, we can transpose any dimensions of any matrix of any dimensions. So it's not necessary. The example which I'm using is 2 cross 2, but you can even transpose any matrix using the apostrophe symbol, as well as you can generate a column matrix or a row matrix without actually typing it separately, which would be a hassle. So you can generate a list of values using colon or line space. So let's move on to adding and subtracting matrices. So let's consider D. So it's a 3 cross 3 matrix. Okay. And now let's take another matrix E. So now what if we do F is equal to, so we see that the elements are individually added and it results in addition. And what if we want to subtract? So say for instance R. So since yeah, sorry, let me do that again. So E and D, E minus D. Yeah, okay. So we see that addition and subtraction can only happen for two matrices of same dimensions. So if suppose we add, so matrix dimensions must agree for addition or subtraction to happen. And you can also always um, you can uh, you can transpose the result. Yeah. So let's move on to multiplication and division of matrices. So consider scalar multiplication of a matrix. So let me clear this up. Okay, so let's take a matrix. So we see that scalar multiplication involves, so you can just take any number multiplied by the matrix. So we see that individually it multiplies every element of a matrix. So we can also do division by the same number. So yeah, each element gets divided by 4. So 2 by 4, 4 by 4, and 4 by 4 and 6 by 4. And and in the multiplication aspect, 2 into 4, 4 into 4, 4 into 4, and 6 into 4. So now what if we do, this is right division, as in the operator is on the right side of this thing. What if we use backslash? So we see that we get the same output as the previous one. So MATLAB treats left and right division as the same. So it doesn't matter whether you use right or left division. MATLAB treats both as the same. So now let's take multiplication of two vectors. So a row vector and a column vector. So 1 comma 2 is a row vector. So we see that so it's like 1 into 3 plus 2 into 4. So which gives 3 plus 8, which is 11. So what if we reverse it? So if we do column vector into a row vector, so we see that we get a matrix. So this is called outer product. So whenever we get a matrix, so that's called outer product. And when you get a single value, that's called inner product.
Thank you for watching our video. If you like the video, kindly drop a like and comment and share with your friends if it helps them as well. And do subscribe to our channel for more such content. Thank you.